Well, kia ora koutou katoa, no mai, hana mai, I tēnei rā, no te kimu o Pui Uka. Great to have you along here for Championship Sunday of the grand final coverage of the 25, Brad Rona Classic. It'll see Northcote taking on East Coast Bays in the grand final. Northcote running undefeated through the whole weekend. And they will have their first out here recorded as the runner will move to second base from Ashamanu, the lead-off batter here. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Joining me in commentary in this one, umpire chief for the Brad Rona Classic, that is Simon Lindsay. Kia ora, Simon.
Kia ora. Great to be along today. Fantastic tournament. Great game to wrap us up.
It is indeed. Great to have you along as well, my friend. Is underway here in the grand final as this one will pop up off the bat of Jury. Lands in front of the outfielder. The runners are off to the races here and looking to try and score. Northcote will. So tying a Jury, getting her done here for Northcote and to get us started in the grand final. And he will just dispatch that one to the outfield. You can see here plenty of punch in the bat from Jury as he just blows that one the other way. So Northcote out to a lead here, 1-0. Second base, Jury is now. Offensively for Northcote in the grand final of the Brad Rona Classic 2024. They're a really good outfit, as I mentioned, undefeated through the week for the Northcote Lions under-13 squad. It was Ashamanu who led off, followed by Tonga Jury with hit in their first run of the tournament. And that one will come through for the second out here in the grand final from Makaio Hoani. Yondre Botha now will step in to go to work, the youngster, followed by Eden Irvine, the second base, a woman. Kobe Manu will be hitting up them, and they're both punches into that one. And will look to convert Northcote's second run here in the top of the first innings. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Yondre Botha has never played a softball before in his life. And look at the form off the bat of Botha here as he waits for the delivery from East Coast Bay's hurler. He just punches that one to left field. So an outstanding start from Northcote here with 2 outs as young Eden Irvine steps in to go to work. Rest of that batting order, Kobe Manu hitting in the 5 spot. This one will go foul. Kobe Tomoski will be hitting a 7 today. Arlo Brooker, the third baseman, will be hitting 8. And Stevie Donald rounds out the batting order for the Northcote side. Defensively for East Coast Bays, they've been outstanding. Won the semi-final against Navy just prior to this game to get into the grand final. A good squad led by Caleb Taylor on the hill, the pitcher, Cooper Atkins behind the dish, and Jake Packer is the first baseman. Tyler Payne is at second base today. A swing and a miss. They'll take off to try and get to first base in time, and they do here. Northcote looking to convert it into a run, and they will. So just what the doctor ordered here for Northcote early in this one, trying to convert those runs, and even on a drop third strike, they have done it as well. You see Irvine has to take off after the drop third strike.
Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Sure is indeed. And
taking advantage of a few errors up there, start of the game here for Northcote.
You can see here, off she goes down to first base, and the base runner from Northcote decides, I want a piece of this action too, rounding third base. As we see, we'll come back to the live play in a second. And Northcote have plated another run here where they have really started thick and fast. Just simply outstanding. Here's the play just while we're on replays from Kobe Manu as he drives this one the other way and plates the next run of the ball game. So they've got it going on, Northcote. 3-0. They lead now in the grand final. Top of the first innings action. The rest of the defensive lineup, the third base today, George Whitaker. As we see this one hit the other way. Northcote will try and leg it around to third base. And they do here So they've got them cornered now with 2 outs in the top of the first innings. Rest of that batting lineup, fielding lineup for East Coast Bays. Jaden Lim at shortstop, left fielders Nico Wright, Bo Stewart's at centre today, and Jackson Turner rounds out the defensive lineup for East Coast Bays fielding here in the first innings. Arlo Brooker now takes the first pitch high, and Northcote advance their runner from first to second, so 2 runners in scoring position now. Game moves real quick in Fastball 45. You haven't had the pleasure of watching it before, and we'll give you some of the rules and nuances of the game shortly. But to say it's exciting would be an understatement, that's for sure. One of the things is the game lasts for 45 minutes. You can see the game clock at the top of the screen there. There are just under 40 minutes to go now in the game. 4 innings long max. And that one will come through the zone and take care of business to complete us here in the top of the first innings. Not before Northcote put a charge into a couple and show their wares to lead the ball game 3-0. Here we go. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the grand final here between Northcote and East Coast Bays. And we're in the bottom of the first innings. East Coast Bays will send up to bat their lead-off batter here. They'll start with a runner at first base. That's the format for Fastball 45. Let's explain that a little bit to you. Runners will start on first base in the first innings, and then they'll have runners on 1 and 2 in the second innings to start it. Then they'll have runners loaded bases in the third innings, and if we get to the fourth, a runner will start on first base. So the runners at third base now for East Coast Bays. Caleb Taylor, the starting pitcher, is also the lead-off batter, and he picks up a walk and heads down to first base. Rest of the batting order for East Coast Bays: Cooper Atkins hitting now, Jake Packer in the 3 spot, Tyler Payne's hitting clean-up today, George Whittaker in the 5 spot, Jaden Lim hits 6 today, the shortstop, Nico Wright's at left field hitting 7, Bo Stewart hits 8 today, and Jackson Turner will round out the batting order for East Coast Bays. Defensively for the Northcote Lions under 13 mixed team here at the Rona Classic as the sun comes out. That is nice. And left to right in the outfield, Stevie Donnell, Kobe Manu at centre, and Cole Tomoski is at right field. This one fouls back, 1-1 the count now. Hot corner third base is Arlo Brooker. Shortstop is Tainga Jury. He'll be the relief pitcher, I'm sure, in this one if required. Second baseman is Eden Irvine. First base today is Makaio Hoani. Behind the dish is Asher Money for the starting pitcher, Yondre Botha. Botha facing Atkins, you see on screen before. There's number 80, Yondre Botha. Believe this or not, Simon, Yondre has never played softball before this season.
Wow. And he's the one pitching. Oh, pop up.
This
Here
one,
we go.
yep. Tough play that'll jump in, and East Coast Bays will convert it into runs. At least one. Looking for a couple, and they will get 2 here. So East Coast Bays open their account in the grand final.
Well, the sun's just come up. Probably got right field in the eye there a bit. Expecting overcast. Now the sun's popping out.
Yeah, beautiful weather here. Locally, it's been raining on and off all morning. More on than off, to be honest with you. They scored 2 runs, as you can see on that replay there.
Yeah.
So, 1-run ball game here in the grand final, East Coast Bays. And a big swing at the first pitch.
Yeah.
No outs here for East Coast Bays in the bottom of the first innings. Oh, I tell you, the batter, he is amping, isn't he?
I was looking like he wants that hit. Oh, no.
It goes at this one.
Caught.
Oh, and that's a catch. Nicely done by the catcher, Asher Manu, to get himself in a position here to make that catch. You can see here on the Atiawa Toa FM instant replay.
Keeping that eye on the ball all the way up. Knew it was going to come down. Brilliant position.
Fantastic indeed. There's Manu behind the dish. The first delivery to the next batter is outside the zone. So 1 away here now. Now let them change the ball. I've mentioned there's been a lot of rain here today. And now the sun is out, and I believe we've got a good weather of window, at least for the next hour or so. So the grand final.
All we need is 45 minutes.
Is set to rock and roll.
I think they were playing water polo down on Diamond 9 earlier.
Slow roller. And that'll work a charm for East Coast Bays here, as they'll now have him cornered with runners at first and third for East Coast Bays. Simon, you've been the chief umpire for the Brad Rona Classic. Second year running for you as the chief, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
What's been your impression of the 2025 edition of the Brad Rona Classic?
Well, this year we've just had the under-13, so we've managed to focus a lot on what we're seeing from the kids, and they've been really good efforts. The kids are picking up the 45 format, and they're adjusting quite accordingly. As we saw that Northcote, the first turn of bat, they were moving around. Lots of kids are enjoying the 9 o'clock release rather than the ball having to be released.
Yeah, so
for the stealing. So
that's one change, isn't it? The base runner can leave early, as you mentioned, when the pitching arm is at 9 o'clock. So it gives them a chance to steal more bases, more action.
Some of them tried at the 12 o'clock, but, but we're definitely getting at the 9 o'clock. So you see a lot of, especially we saw Navy yesterday, they had about 6 minutes to wrap it up, so they just sent all their runners going. And we're seeing a bit of that in a few of these games. They know they've got to achieve runs, and they send them off, and it creates excitement.
Looks like we're going to have a change here with loaded bases and one down. I'd say to be a pitching change, and we'll see the change here. So Botha, who started on the hill, will make way for Tainga Jury to come in shirt 25.
He's been quite sharp this tournament.
Hasn't he?
Seen him, right down the middle.
It's got it going on, does young Tainga Jury. Outstanding young athlete. And also defending champion of the Fast Ball 45 tournament is Tainga Jury. Through for Jury last year and got the victory in this grade. Well, back to the action now, and it's Jaden Lim will face the first pitch from Tainga Jury, which was a strike. Loaded bases here. East Coast Bays trying to grab the lead early in the grand final. This one fouls off. Some of the other rule changes in Fastball 45. We mentioned the base runners on first in the first innings, 1 and 2 the second innings, loaded bases the third. Fourth innings, the runner will start at first.
But
Wing and a miss. Can't quite catch up to that, and that'll be the second out. The other changes to the rules, 3 outs change sides like normal, but if you get a double play at any time, it clears the innings, change sides straight away.
Yeah, that's always the danger for the batting team. Do you go for the sprint off, or do you hold back in case a double happens? We've seen it many times. The runner goes for 2, pop up on the very first pitch, first base person catches it, walks over, steps on 1, and you...
Double play.
Double play, you're out.
Out of the innings. A big swing here from Nico Wright, who's in the hole here, 0-2. The other difference, pitching-wise, 3 balls a walk is all is required, not 4. This one fouls off. So the pitchers have got to throw more strikes, creates more activity. The only thing different from the normal fastball 45, no power play in this junior grades, and also no squeeze play added bonus points. And Tainga Jury comes in and strikes out 2 in a row to keep Northcote in the lead here.
Great recovery.
3 runs to 2. We'll be back with more action live from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium here in Albany at the North Harbour Softball Association. It is the 2025 Brad Rona Classic. Back soon. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the grand final here, top of the second action, as Northcote have plated 3 runs in their offensive first innings. East Coast Bays replied by 2. There's their scoreline right now as we move along in the grand final, as the runners will take off here, and they started in first and second being the second innings, now at second and third. Young Stevie Donald is the batter for Northcote, picks up a walk, so it'll be loaded bases here with no outs in the top of the second innings. Just want to take a moment to welcome our viewership into the grand final of the Brad Rona Classic. Thank you for tuning in, of course, through Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting, both Facebook and YouTube channels, the North Harbour Softball Association, Northcote Facebook page, but the big one, Softball New Zealand in the house, supporting Rangatahi Youth Softball here at the Brad Rona Classic, going out on the YouTube channel and Facebook page for Softball New Zealand. Kia ora koutou katoa, welcome no mai hara mai, welcome to New Zealand Aotearoa for this grand final action. Hard hit ball, got a chance,
That's gone.
And it's gone! A big blast, home run, grand slam from Kobe Manu. And that is massive for a lot of reasons, ladies and gentlemen. Massive for a lot of reasons. Kobe Manu puts a charge into it. Bang! Dead red centre fielder, grand slam from the starting catcher from Northcote. And there's another one going.
That's gone. No,
And just short of the fence. We'll come back to that in a second if we see the replay here from
triple opportunity.
grand slam. Hold on, Simon. From the grand slam here was simply outstanding. And while we were away, over at third base is Tainga Jury, and there's a reason for that, and we'll show you that in a second. Tainga Jury, outstanding young athlete, started at shortstop, now playing, the bangs his one, and that's a triple for Jury as well. So Northcote have got it going on here in the top of the second innings, and there you go, Jury will hustle back to third base. So that'll bring them all to the fence in the Northcote dugout, as the first base person, Hawani, now steps in for their at bat. Well, Asher Manu with the big home run. And I'll tell you what, it's big for a reason. I'll explain that to you in a second, Simon.
Oh.
And now it's Hawani goes the other way. Hitting is contagious.
You can just feel that momentum shift.
Another run plates for Northcote on that hit from Hawani.
And so, tell me, why is that hit so big?
Well, that's a massive hit in its own right. As both are swings at the first pitch. What a grand final here. Northcote exploding in the top of the second innings with a grand slam from Asher Manu.
Grounds crew better get their checkbook out.
It is indeed. This one pops up from Botha. That'll go foul. Well, why is it big? It's big because hit a bomb, win $100. That's right, the first kid to hit a home run over the fence. An automatic home run on Freeman Field here on Championship Sunday at the Rona Classic. Wins $100. Asher Money was the first one. That prize is being sponsored by the North Harbour grounds crew. So thank you to them.
Imagine what you could do with $100.
Well, there's a lot of lollies you could buy with that, isn't there? So Asher Manu, not only a grand slam in the grand final, but also $100 richer. Congratulations, Asher. This one's outside. Eden Irvine's had a great week, Simon. You can see why with swings like that, can't you? Just leans back and roomfa. Really wants to hit it a long way. This one just misses the top of the zone. So 2-2 count here. Remember, 3 balls a walk, so got to throw a strike here.
That's the one.
There's a good strike right down the zone from Cody Taylor. Home plate umpires all over it. So 8 runs to 2 here with 2 outs. A runner at first base for Northcote is Kobe Manu, the younger brother of Asher, the home run grand slam hitter. Steps up for his at-bat.
I'm sure we wanted to hit further. Oh, just trying. Oh, great catch.
Oh, what a catch. A fantastic catch there indeed from East Coast Bays to complete the top of the third innings. Just coming in really well there, young Jake Packer. But boy, oh boy, we got ourselves a good one here, Simon. We got ourselves a good one. In the mix of it, the big grand slam from Manu Asher. Wins $100. As we see a little bit from the last innings as well, wins $100 and then goes on to hit the grand slam as well. More action when we come back. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the grand final here. Bottom of the second action between Northcote and East Coast Bays. And we see a pitching change here for Northcote. Young Yondre Botha will come back onto the hill. Was replaced last innings, if you remember, by Tainga Jury, the shortstop. So they've switched back. Yondre in his first year of pitching, Simon. How cool?
I've been playing 32 years and I could never pitch, so it's a remarkable thing to see. Someone that's never played for has got the control of the glove, got the ball so nicely spins.
Some people might say it's a remarkable thing to see you playing softball, Simon, so little ladies kids are just joking. Great to have you along, Simon Lindsay, chief umpire for the Rona Classic.
That's the reason I'm the chief umpire. I'm not the big goof. That's what I'm going to say.
Jackson Turner now for East Coast Bays with a loaded bases situation here.
I thought Vic Goose was like some kind of chest rub.
This one just misses the pitch on the inside edge. The kids are in attendance this week as well. It's always good to have the kids around and with the families enjoying the softball as that one fouls off. But loaded bases here for East Coast Bays, Simon. A chance for them to capitalise here in the grand final and get themselves within striking distance.
Yeah.
Botha now leans back. This one's perfect on the outside edge. Yondre Botha. One away here. They're just going to change the ball. We've had a bit of rain here this morning at Rosedale Park.
Yeah.
So just making sure it's safe. As Caleb Taylor now, top of the shop for East Coast Bays. Comes in and he's a very good hitter, Simon.
Yeah, very much so. Seen him a few times this weekend. He's put them in the holes, put them over what would be a fence line if there was on Diamond 9.
So already $100 won for Kobe Manu with that grand slam.
Come on, give him 100 if he hits a home run as well.
Top of the second. I reckon, Simon, you're able to cover that one. I think it'd be great if we get another home run that they get $100 as well. What do you think?
My arms are short and my pockets are long. I won't be able to reach won't be able to reach my wallet.
Oh, there you go. Caleb Taylor now watching. Set to go here. Here comes Botha. Tries that outside edge, and it's been good. He's had it on a string out there, hasn't he, Simon?
Yep.
Ground ball up
That's
the
one.
middle to make the tackling for the
That's
double
two.
play. No. Tying a jury. Shows it how to get done here in the grand final. A double play will get them out of the innings and wrap it up. What a play, Simon.
Oh, that pure, easy shortstop. That's what they teach you day one. Got to get execution. Great tag. Make sure the tag happened. Got the ball, first base right there. Easy call. Easy out. Way to wipe it up for Northcote.
Well, look at this replay, the Atiawa Toa FM replay of this double play from Northcote. In the bottom of the second innings to get out of it. Botha delivers it to Taylor. He drives it hard. Tying a jury tries to make the tag first. One.
That's the first one right there.
And we'll finish it off with a seed over to first base. It's a double play for Northcote as they get out of the innings. What a game.
That pitch just dropped, so it was a lower hit. Went to shortstop right there. Perfect work from Northcote all around on that one.
What a game here, ladies and gentlemen, in the grand final between these two great club sides. East Coast Bays in the field and Northcote coming out in the top of the third innings. Well,
and it's the magic inning.
it is indeed. First
So
pitch
like that,
just goes the other way with loaded bases. One comes in, two comes in, and it's a two-run single from Northcote to start off the innings here. It takes their score out 10 runs to 7. Oh, pinch hitting Xavier Van Eden with that one, blasting it the other way. And Northcote, boy, they have started the way they finished the last innings, haven't they, Simon?
Yeah, exactly. Just taking the breath out of ECB here. No time to relax for them.
Another pinch hitter here, Carlos Moke into bat. And he swings at that one.
Fans just trying to will on ECB here. You can hear about them in the crowd.
Yeah, they've got good support, East Coast Bays. They always have. Runner has moved to third base in this at-bat. And second. As we see the out taken. Good work by Taylor to bear down there. And young Stevie Donald, she has been picture perfect this week.
Oh, absolutely. doing what the coaches asked, done the right steps, and really helped her team really advance in this tournament.
Made an amazing catch at right field last night.
Exactly, yeah.
This one comes through the zone, 1-1 the count. Here's the head coach for Northcote, Dave Snyder. Done a really good job with the team this season, as you can see. Got them firing on all cylinders, assisted by Isaac Drew at first base. Co-manager scorers. As we see that one come through the zone for the second out. Co-managers and scorers for Northcote this week and this season is Naomi Naira. And here's the big home run grand slam hitter, Asher Manu, and he goes at the first pitch. What did he do last time? Well, he just hit it out of the park, didn't he? This was back in the top of the second innings, top of the zone, and he unleashed a grand slam for Asher Manu in the second innings. This one down low.
1-2, 1-2. Back to 1.
Ready now. This one outside.
You wouldn't want to put this one in a hittable spot.
Here's Dave Nora. For mention, the other scorer is Emma Brooker with this Northcote Lions side.
Oh.
And Manu pulls it down the line. That'll plate at least one run. Looking to score two. Northcote have been aggressive on the base pass. As Manu trying to get to 3. He is stone cold Steve Austin. Plates 2 runs though, gets a high 5 from the opposition. So you'll see here on the Atiawa Toa FM instant replay for you. 1 comes in, 2 comes in.
Just
and
trying to push it.
The reason why he's still going is there's one rule we haven't mentioned yet. There he is tagged out. Look at 34 on the mound. He was excited, wasn't he, for East Coast Bays? Oh, got it all going on. That was Tyler Payne there. And that will do us through the top of the third innings. It's not before Northcote. They apply 7 runs. That's the reason why they've changed sides. We'll be back with more action shortly here from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Oh, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the 2025 Brad Wilmer Classic. East Coast Bays will look to try and dig their way through this one. They'll start the bottom of the third innings with loaded bases here. As you can see, all the East Coast Bays players on each base, and this is their best chance, Simon, isn't it, to score runs?
Yep, you've got to score the runs right now, and then got to get Northcote out quickly in the fourth.
Jury, I'll tell you what, he came in relief pitching in the first innings, then went back to shortstop for the second innings, now back in the third. He's faced 3 batters. All 3 of them are struck out.
That's why they bring him back in. They're going to try and close us out.
Lead by 10, Northcote in the grand final here. Batter is amped. We saw that his first time around and can't quite catch up to that high one. Jake Packer, the first baseman. This one, waste pitch up top. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. 1 away, loaded bases for East Coast Bays. 11 minutes to go on the game clock. So it looks like we will get to the 4th innings. This one down low. So 2-2 the count here. Packer trying to break up the strikeout service from Tainga Jury. Jury says, I don't think so, as he drills that one through the zone. Dead red too. Look at it.
Just looked at it right that down the middle there.
Beautiful.
Sometimes you just got to swing.
Done for it. Nice one.
Yeah, easier said than done,
Yeah,
buddy.
it is easier said than done, but sometimes you just got to take the risk.
Take the risk indeed.
Their bats, not shoulder warmers. Don't mean to be rude to the poor kid, but I apologise if that was me.
Bottom of the third innings here. And that one's just a swing and a miss. They will look to advance. No, the catch is just too quick here. Asher Manu. We'll wait for the umpire's call. Did he swing? No swing, so 1-1 to count.
Easy for me. I'm only looking at
Grand final action here. 2 outs. Bottom of the third innings. They get the out at home. And apologies, maybe I got the outs wrong here. 2 now. No, that was 3. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I just thought the reaction there. I thought maybe not, as they went home to get the force out. And that'll do us here as we're done through the bottom of the third innings. Northcote will come out in the top of the fourth, seeing if they can add to their score. We'll find out shortly when we come back. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the grand final action between Northcote and East Coast Bays. Northcote with a 10-run lead here into the last innings. And Drury will punch one the other way and get the job done here for them to add another insurance run in the top of the innings. Tainga Jury, he's been good today, Simon.
Yep. Very good all tournaments. Been one of the better pitches we've seen. Putting his craft here. The last innings wrapped up rather quickly, so Northcote's able to keep the bat going here.
They are indeed. So they do pick up one there, and Drury leaves himself over to third base on that pitch.
Yeah, unfortunately that last hit, the shortstop fell victim to the Rosedale hop. Thought he had it in the glove, just bounced up over.
The old Rosedale hop, eh?
The old Rosedale hop, yeah.
on 3.
This one comes inside and Hawaii holds back. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on the first base person for North Harbour. A good swing on that outside pitch. Caleb Taylor let the score go. He's actually had a great tournament. So one out here is Yondre Botha comes in. A little change of pace. I like that from Taylor. Yeah, and a hands-on hit from Botha. He's like, okay, all right, game on. Head coach Dave Nora leading this team on. This one comes through the zones. In the hole here. Throw gets a little bit to the side and not far enough, though, for Jury running at third base to come in. Swing and a miss on that one up top, and that'll be the second out. Caleb Taylor has beard right down here, isn't he?
Yep.
Eden Irvine, one of these superstar ladies in this Northcote side. She's been great this week, mate. It's fantastic to see young Wahine Toa do their thing. Big swing, and of course, if you're looking for a pathway in softball, you can do that. This weekend is a big trial for the White Sox having held down at Fraser Park. 3 teams made up down there at Fraser Park of the best female players across the country. Maybe one day Eden Irvine will be one of them.
Yep. We're watching here. It comes
Here comes the runner. And Drury will scamper in here as Northcote add their second run at the top of the 4th innings. 14 in total now. It's a real hustle game, isn't it?
Yep.
There's the Northcote dugout. This one's hit hard.
Oh, what a spot.
Just Texas leggers it over the first baseman.
there's
And
not a
then
first.
I'm going to go to 2 as well.
Looking at 3.
Well, they really got it going on here, Simon.
Yeah. Momentum goes all your way, and just moments like that, 3 players all look at it, think they've got it. Just falls in that one spot.
Kobe Manu now. First pitch is inside and off to the races. Goes Irvine. There's Manu. Caleb Taylor continues to work on the hill here for East Coast Bays. And there's a good delivery. I like that drop ball of his, Simon. I like it a lot.
Very good drop. You all see him think it's right there, but the next thing you know, boop.
4 minutes to go on the game clock. East Coast Bays want one more out and then come in and score as many runs as possible in the bottom of the 4th innings. Taylor steps back. Manu. Hit this one, will go foul. Into the dugout. Oh, the gate's open. You can go and get it, kid. So 1 and 2 the count here on Manu. This one just outside. So full count, 2 and 2, because 3 balls a walk in fastball 45. That one looks good. That looks real good. Caleb Taylor getting the job done here at the top of the 4th. Northcote only scored 2 runs. East Coast Bays now have a chance. We'll be back with more action here live from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. And East Coast Bays, straight away off the mark here, will send their runner all the way round to third base, showing their intention here, Simon. Simon, East Coast Bays, what do they need to do here in the bottom of the last innings?
Hit.
Hit.
So all you can do is hit.
Fair enough.
Go for that fence. Take the board off the Ray Tibbetts scoreboard. That's all you can do and hope.
Good pitch on the outside edge there. Levels the count 1-1. This one bends inside to George Whitaker.
Going to 1.
Tying a jury. He's had a great day today, the shortstop. And the pick off the 3.
Go take advantage.
Ball goes over, and East Coast Bays will capitalise here as they will pick up their third run of the grand final.
And they got to do this. This is exactly what they got to play here.
So it was a walk at the same time. So Whitaker's gone all the way around to second base, and we're very close to time up here. We're into the last minute or so now. This is not the official game clock at the top of the scoreboard, top of the screen, but it's pretty close to where the game time will be. So showing bunt here, Jaden Lynn.
Not the time for a bunt.
This one gets away. The runner will go down to third base. There's the Northcote, Nick Lanigan, Premier player. He's also the head coach of the under-15 North Harbour and Northcote teams. So he's eagerly watching on as there's been a rain delay at the Vic Guth Premier Men's Tournament over in Felds Park. I'm sure we'll head back. They'll have got playoffs tonight, as long as the weather stays like it is now, that's for sure. So 14 runs to 3 here. Northcote leading the grand final in the last half innings. The clock is all done, so we are now in the scorekeeper's hands. This one to the screen, and a tag is outstanding. One of the hallmarks of this Northcote side today has simply got to be their defence, Simon.
No, that's just one of those things, you know, when you're on, you're on. He had it. Run away, and that is game by the looks of it.
We'll come back to it here, actually. We'll come back to that tag out, and it is Northcote that'll run out victors here in the grand final. 14 runs to 3 to be your 2025 Brad Rona Classic champions. Well, a grand final full of everything today, indeed, and that was simply outstanding.
Yeah, Northcote dominated to this game, and just
it was indeed.
Everything was just went their way.
Yeah, what did you think of the grand final today, Simon?
Oh, just saying, just saw Northcote were, unfortunately for ECB, Northcote were a league of their own in this game and throughout this tournament. Just they knew what to do. They got themselves in the right spots, and after that double play, ECB were always on the back foot. And you can't be on the back foot in 45.
No, you can't. You did right, and congratulations to Northcote.
Absolutely.
Undefeated through the Brad Rona Classic here this week, and we might stay up and grab a little bit of the prize giving for you as well, but they are your champions for 2024. The score will adjust slightly because we didn't finish the fourth innings. So, for my reckoning, East Coast Bays are on 3. And Northcote will retract and go back to 12 at the end of the third innings. Will be your final score here for the Brad Rona Classic. Simply outstanding. There they are, two teams, and that's what it's all about, Simon.
Oh, exactly.
Not necessarily about who wins or loses, but as long as these kids have fun. Nothing better, that's for sure. It was a beauty, without a doubt here, ladies and gentlemen, as we show you a couple of the replays while we're waiting to come back into the prize giving. I'm sure they won't be too far away. And the big one, of course, was Asher Manu. What a blast from him.
First of all, next thing I'd just like to thank those teams that have travelled from outside of Harbour to come here. Waikato all the way up from Hamilton, Franklin all the way up from Pukekohe. So thank you for coming up and turning up. Just want to acknowledge a couple of people first. Without them, the tournament wouldn't have run as smoothly as it has. The grounds crew for keeping the diamonds in the great condition that they are, which has meant that we've been able to get through all the games over the weekend. So thank you to those guys. To Simon, our chief umpire, and to his crew. There's been 8 or 9 of us at the tournament here who we've covered every game with at least 2 and back-to-backs. So again, thank you to the umpires. To Laura for doing all the running around and making sure that everyone else was doing their jobs, and for doing a lot of work behind the scenes as well. Thank you, Laura. Big shout out also to the coaches, the managers, and the scorers that do a lot of work behind the scenes on the teams as well. And a big shout out to to Chopper and his crew for putting on the live streaming of these games, so that those people that haven't been able to come to the tournament have still been able to stay in touch. Before we get on to handing over the plaques for the first and second place, I believe there was a home run hit during the final. That gentleman would like to come up. Congratulations. Thank you. Big thanks to the grounds crew for sponsoring that. Oh, it was a grand slam as well. So not only just a home run, it was a grand slam. Unfortunately, that doesn't generate any more money. On to the next bit. The runners up on this tournament, I've managed to see them a couple of times over the last couple of days. Always fought hard, played with integrity, played with the spirit of the game, and just a good group of kids to be around. So ECB, please come up and get your award. So the winners of the best tournament in town this weekend, and it's good to see some of the players from the second best tournament have come over to watch. So the winners of the best tournament in town this week, the Brad Rona Classic, Northcote.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. What a Brad Rona Classic it was. The 2025 champions goes to the Northcote Lions here today. Running out victors in the grand final, 12 runs to 3 over East Coast Bays. They went undefeated through the tournament, and young Asha Manu with a grand slam to exclamation mark the grand final, and they win the spoils. Brad Rona just had him on the phone, got stuck at the tournament of the Vic Guth, but he sends his best wishes and his congratulations to all of the rangatahi that have been playing at the Brad Rona Classic. It means so much to Brad, it really does. He wants to wish you well for the rest of the summer, and he wants to see you all next season right here at the Brad Rona Classic. That'll do us, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Brad Rona Classic. An outstanding day of play. 2 days of competition, under 13 mixed grades here, and they had it all. They had it all. East Coast Bays all the way to the grand final. But Northcote, they were a juggernaut, undefeated through the tournament, and marched away with the championship win, 12 runs to 3 in the grand final. Congratulations to all of the young athletes, Dave Myra, Isaac Jury and Phoenix Knight of the coaching staff for the team this year. Just want to thank you all for tuning in to the live broadcast here from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on behalf of the North Harbour Softball Association. Thank you, Simon Lindsay, for your cooperation this week. Sir,
Thank you very much for having me.
Really has been a pleasure. Northcote are your 2025 champions of the Brad Rona Classic. Congratulations one more time. On behalf of Matt Jordan, the director, and Troy Duncan, the camera operator this weekend, I've been Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Mā te wā. See you next week, the under 15 regional tournament. Beyond the Dugout, it's got you covered. Kia ora.